guys, it's Renee, the Life Over Coach. I'll give everyone a chance to join and chime in. Really excited about tonight's topic. You guys having a good weekend? Hey Xavier, welcome, and Horatio, how are you guys tonight? Type in so I can see you guys. Hey Frank and Matthew, how's everybody? All right, I was getting Instagram set up as well. Hey Alex, welcome back. And Sandy and Ron. Hey guys, how's your week? Oh, first timer. All right, Sandy, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Let's see who's joining me over here on Instagram. It's kind of sideways, so I can't see the name, but hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Kill the competition. Is that what you're doing, Matthew? Hey, Sora Karen, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, we have I Confect over on Instagram. Hey, AJ. Tonight's a good topic for you. Hey, Tantalea, I've been watching your lives. They're really awesome. I'm coming over to get some new clothes. So Tantalea, I'm gonna give you a quick shout out while we wait for people to join. She is a fashion designer extraordinaire. She did a fashion show last year for Alpha Kappa Alpha for our Pink Goes Red. And she just has a great eye for fashion and style and beauty. She is all things gorgeous. So if you guys aren't following her, hit her name, hit that like button or follow button, and watch her. She's broadcasting, I think, is it 3 days a week now? So if you're looking for some new clothes, and that goes for the girls and the guys. So guys, don't feel left out because we're talking about fashion. Thank you, Xavier. So tell me what you guys have been doing for the weekend. Hey, Marcus. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. We'll have to get together and hang out. Oh, she did. Nice. Yay. I'm glad you guys are spreading the word. I'm hoping that I am exciting you all and getting your brains thinking about if you don't have a business and you want to start one, starting something to create some income for yourselves. Hey, Stanley. All right, it's about 3 after, so we are going to get started. You guys can watch it on the playback, so don't feel like you missed anything if you joined me late. So today's topic is called SWAGless. I'm sure you guys can probably figure out a little bit about what we're going to talk about, but I wanted to talk to you guys about how to invest in your brand, what some good tips and money decisions that you guys are making when you have a business, especially for those of you who are starting a new business. And so hopefully today you'll take away some good ideas and some good strategies. Hey, Vita, she's like my second mom. She grew up across the street from me. And her daughter and we've been best friends since we were like 4. So I call her my sister. Hey, Landon, welcome back. My resident technical guy. All right. So for those of you who have a business, you're starting a business or you're rebranding your business, and let's say now you've got like this great business idea, you've got a name. And I think finding your name is probably the most challenging and exciting things that happens when you're creating your company. Even if it's just your name, you know, like if I was Renee Butler Enterprises or something like that, it would still be exciting for me. But if it's a name that you've been, you know, toying with and struggling with, but then you find like the light bulb comes on. And I remember when I started my daycare, I couldn't think of a name. I wanted something unique. I was driving on 197 about to get on Route 50 East, and the name hit me out of nowhere. And I was so excited. And I called my to-be business partner at the time, and I was like, I have it. And we had been thinking about a name for like probably 4 months, and nothing just had clicked for us. But of course, you know, once you get your name, now you want to see your name in lights. You want to see it on everything. You want to see it everywhere, just because of the sheer excitement. However, I don't recommend, so this is why I'm calling it SWAGless. I don't recommend that you guys go out here and get your name put on, you know, your name and your logo put on every business card, t-shirt, pin, tote bag, mug, coat, you know, little laptop sleeves, mouse pads, all the things you can think of that you can put your business name on that you can just give out willy-nilly to people. I don't want you guys to do that. So this is why I'm saying swag less. So less swag, and then we're going to do take that money and do some smarter investments, because let's be real, especially if you're new, you know, money is tight. You may not have any customers, so who's going to pay for all of that? We don't want you guys going into debt. I believe in being debt-free as much as possible. There are some things that I consider smart debt. And so maybe I'm going to start doing some financial classes as well. We'll go live. So maybe we can talk about those things that are smart debt versus debt that you just have because you've created it, not making good decisions. So again, I want you guys to think about less swag. And last week we talked about branding. So I want to go back to that for a quick second and just remember that your swag should be the product and the service that you're offering and how you're selling it and how you're marketing it. So for example, let's say you don't have a logo, but you've got this great name, and your business is going to be primarily online, and that's how you're going to do most of your marketing. So use that name, find a font that you really, really love, and rock that font. Use that font on everything that you put out. And you'll start to create some brand recognition, name recognition. Use it on every digital thing that you put out there for people to see. Because we live in a digital age. So it's an awesome way to get your business out there. Who's that? Whitney. Oh, hey, Whitney. How are you? So if you guys notice, if you've been following me for a little bit, some of my posts I put at the Life Over Coach. Just at the bottom. Sometimes I will use my logo on things. But just using that font at the Life Over Coach on some of the publications that I put out, it's creating brand recognition, it's creating name recognition, as well as if you take that one name that you have and on every social media platform, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what am I missing? LinkedIn, Snapchat. So every platform that you have, you create that same username. You're also telling people how to find you. So they know that you can search on at the Life Over Coach or, you know, at Landon Richards, whatever your name may be, and they can find you every social media platform. So you're doing marketing as well without, you know, having to spend all this money on all these other items. Does that make sense to you guys? So I want you guys to swag out on your social media platforms and not on material items. Make sense? Hey, Shalette, how are you? I'm gonna give you a shout out in a minute. Can I get some feedback? Are you guys following along? Yes, that makes sense? All right, good. All right, number 2. You guys ready for number 2? Yes, yes, yes. I know it's a little bit of a delay, so I'm trying to give you guys some time for that. All right, so here we go. Number 2 is, I want you guys to invest in your brand through training, workshops, and seminars. You got that? Training, workshops, and seminars. All right, my laptop doesn't want to like me today. Give me a second, guys. My little notes that I created for you all are not my friend. Hold tight. Let me see if I can try it this way, if it'll like me again. It doesn't like me. It's all good. Give me a second. Tell me what you guys did over the weekend. Can you all type that in? So I'll give Shalette a quick shout out while I get my laptop working for me right. So Shalette is a vendor for, hopefully I get it right, I think it's called Paparazzi Jewelry. And she has attended some events that my sorority has hosted, as well as Dr. Roz. And they have some really great jewelry. And when she came and did the event that Dr. Roz hosted, and she's doing another one in December, she had like everything was $5. All this really, really pretty jewelry for $5. And I was just so amazed because typically it's costume jewelry. So typically costume jewelry is a little pricey and I typically don't buy it. But hit up Shalette, go to her page, follow her if you need some jewelry. Who else on here real quick has a business? I'll give you a shout out. Oh, AJ joined us over here. So Andrea Jackson, she is I Confect. Hey, Whitney, if anyone else has a business, feel free, type it in. Like you said, you do want to do a collab or something with me. Oh, great, on trademarks. Awesome, yes. I hit up Eric Tyrone. He wanted to talk to him to get you guys on board about all the legal things in your business. So Sandy, that would be great. I would love to do that with you. So I'll look at my schedule for the year and we'll go through when we can talk about that. But I think we can do it before the end of the year. So that's awesome. All right, so back to AJ real quick, and then we'll get back to content. Andrea Jackson owns I Confect, and she makes some of the most awesome desserts as well as savory items that are really good. So follow her too at I Confect. And if you want to order some things, go ahead and order. All right, so I got my notes back up. I got my laptop working. See, I try to prepare for you guys so that I'm giving you all really good content. So number 2, get your pens and papers back out. You're going to invest in training, workshops, conferences, and seminars. So I always tell people, if you're deciding to spend money between like a logo or swag items or business cards, go for the training, because that's something that is going to benefit your business a little bit better. And it's something that's valuable, that's going to help you all the time. And especially, you know, if you are able to solve someone's problem or issue or help them make more money, you're always providing more value and gaining knowledge. So the truth is, if you're helping me in my business and you're either helping me save money or you're helping me solve a problem that I have, or for instance, like Sandy was like, hey, she's an attorney. She does trademarks. If I can teach you guys and she can teach you guys how to do trademarks, you guys don't really care about what my logo looks like or what her logo looks like. So everyone is results oriented when you're talking about business. It's like, if I'm paying for this service from you, what can you provide me? And they want that value. They don't care how glamorous your logo is. And let's just be honest about that, okay? Okay. And then the other part of the seminars, so there are a zillion free training seminars, webinars, YouTubes that you can watch to expand your knowledge, fine-tune your expertise, and provide increased value to your customers. So for me, for the past 15 years, I've done one-on-one business coaching, and I've done very broad coaching based on what my client needed. So right now, everything that in my off time, I am studying everything about monetizing social media, because I want to be able to help you guys in your business utilize social media to make as much money as you can, to get your name out there, teach you new strategies. And so that's what I am learning right now, that I'm passing on to my clients, and they are loving it. So go get all that free knowledge that you can. And for those of you who have like online businesses, or you're teaching or you're training, knowledge, they say knowledge is power and knowledge is power shared. But in this digital age, knowledge is cash. So the more you know, the more you can help people, the more money you can make. So back again, don't worry about how swagalicious you are, but worry about how you can increase your income and change the lives of other people around you, okay? All right, number 3, and we're going to spend some time on this one. So if you guys have any questions up until now, type your questions in. You said choir rehearsal? Oh, you did that over the weekend. Okay. You said, oh, you don't want to be a fad. They die quickly. Landon, can you expand on your comment about what part of it when you were talking about being a fad? And I'm going to go ahead to number 3. So number 3 is my favorite because it's something I love doing. I think I do it really well. I also think that my personality lends to it. But number 3 is networking. So I need you guys to get out there and talk to people. Tell them who you are, what services you provide, find out what their needs are, how you can help them. This way, you know, if whatever the service is that you have or a product that you're maybe trying to develop, you know if you're on the money. See how I did that? Did y'all catch that? You know if you're on the money? Okay, I'm a little corny. Literally and figuratively, you kind of know if you're on the money. So I wanted to, I know, y'all know I'm corny, so don't judge me for that, okay? We're trying to have fun. It's Sunday night, it's date night with Renee, so y'all gonna get used to it because I might have some more corny jokes later on. Maybe not today, but maybe next Sunday. Maybe I'll start off with a joke from now on so y'all can laugh first. All right. So I wanted to talk about, I love networking, but you guys should be networking with a purpose, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a few tips for networking. And I want you guys to tell me while I'm talking, type in some things that you do when you meet new people or you're trying to network. Okay, so first thing is, when you're networking, if you're going to an event, and you know that there's someone who's going to be there that you really want to meet. Like, let's say it's a panel, they've talked about, oh, this person is going to be there. And you're like, oh, I really want to meet that person. Or, you know I could learn from them, blah, blah, blah. Research them. You know, we're in a digital age. You can find out almost anything about anyone, at least some one thing about them, so that when you meet them, you're not just running up, hey, I'm Renee, you know, nice to meet you. But you can do a genuine introduction. You can say, oh, you know, I see you like to basket weave. Not many people like doing that, but I love it. You know, I love to sit down and chat with you about some of the things or baskets you've weaved, and make that genuine connection. And be yourself. Stay cool, calm, and collected. Don't just run up on somebody all excited. But be yourself, be patient, be polite with people, because you never really know who you might be talking to in a room and how that person may ultimately be able to change your life or give you some tip about your business or personal life or connect you to someone else that makes a huge difference. And tell you guys a quick story. So when I was starting a particular business, and I had just applied for a small business loan, submitted my business plan, all my documentation, and I met a few people along the way. One person worked for the Baltimore Business, I can't think of it, Business Journal. And she called me, and it was a Thursday night. I'd been spending many, many late nights working and not getting any sleep, and I was tired. And this is the one night I didn't have anything to do. And I was like, I'm staying home. I'm going to get some rest, catch up on some sleep. And she calls me at like 5 o'clock. Renee, I have an extra ticket to this event. It starts at 7. You need to come and be here. It's a great networking opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, no, I'm really tired. I had to drive about an hour to get there. And so got myself up as much as I didn't want to go there. And I went. And just kind of working the room, talking to people. I wasn't in, I would say, my best of best, but I was present. I was in the room. I was friendly. I was talking to people, meeting people. And I happened to be standing next to a guy. We start chit-chatting. He asked me what I did. told him what I did, told him, that I was starting this new business. I had just applied for a business loan. He's like, oh, well, tell me a little bit about it. So I tell him all of the unique things about the business. He's like, wow, that sounds really awesome. Where are you starting it? I told him, which county, gave him as much as I could. And he's like, awesome. Let me introduce myself. Well, it turned out that he was at the top of the food chain when it comes to having your business loans approved. So I was like, oh, nice. So he said, I'll grab your application tomorrow. Your loan will be approved within the next 24 hours. And sure enough, and I was told that this process was going to take months before it would have a final approval. And sure enough, I got a phone call the next day. They said that they had reviewed everything and my loan was being approved. So it's good to network because you never know who you're going to meet, under what circumstances, and always take advantage of those opportunities. So that's my little story for tonight. All right, so let's go back to the genuine connections. And the idea, I think you guys are all smart, but the idea behind networking is you're meeting people who are people just like you and me, but we all just have different experiences. And so you want to make connections that can last longer than just that one reason you want to meet that person, or you need something from them, and beyond that, once you get what you want, that relationship is over. That's not the ideal type of networking and connections that you guys want to make. So be very strategic about those connections, who you're meeting, the purpose, and how you approach them. You guys are really quiet. No one's typing in anything. Are you guys really taking notes? I want to hear some feedback from you all. All right. So like I said, I don't want you guys just running up to people and saying like, oh, hey, I want your company to donate, all this money to my XYZ fund, and it's not something that's really genuine. So then my next tip under networking is when you're networking for business, a couple of good options for you. Make sure that you present win-win opportunities when you're meeting someone or talking to someone. So for example, if let's say I wanted to approach like a radio station, I would say, hi, WXYZ, I'd really love for your company to sponsor my Live with Renee event by providing me free airtime to come on your radio station. In exchange, I'll run some of your company ads with your name and logo on all of my social media platforms 5 times a week. And I'll do a special giveaway of an item of your choice. So those are win-win opportunities when you're networking, especially if you're asking for someone to do something for you or your organization. You need to be able to provide something of value back to them. And I'm very big on win-win relationships, win-win connections, because then no one feels like they're being used. Even if it's a big company and they've got money and they're looking for ways to spend that money because they need the tax write-offs, still make it a win-win where they're getting something of value from you, your company, your organization in return. Okay? The next thing is if it's your business, practice your elevator pitch. So you should have like a 30-second elevator pitch, a 1-minute elevator pitch, just so when you meet someone, you're not necessarily thrown off. So I always say write it, memorize it, tell your friends it, and practice, practice, practice. So for example, I'm Renee Butler, the Life Over Coach. I'm a speaker, an award-winning business owner, and a project management professional. I show people how to organize and prioritize their life and teach them how to monetize their business ideas and products. Simply put, I teach you how to get your life and get your cash. That's my elevator pitch. Comments, feedback. You guys are still quiet. Maybe I just can't see your comments because you guys are a chitty chatty group. All right. Now, if you're networking to be hired, have your resume handy and be prepared to talk about your accomplishments. Did you guys get that? Be prepared to talk about your accomplishments. What you did, not what you do. Make sense? I'm going to give you guys an example because some people don't understand that part. So when you're talking to someone about your current role or past role in an organization and what some of your successes are, an example would be, I streamlined our business capture process, which saved my organization $1 million in overhead, which allowed us to bring in $10 million more dollars in business the first year and $20 million the second year. So that's an ear-catching accomplishment. And anyone with a good brain would want to hear more. Oh, well, how'd you do that? What steps did you take? What did you eliminate in this process, for overhead that allowed you guys to save that time, save money, and still be able to bring in new business? So think about, when you're talking to people and you're kind of rattling off your resume, don't tell people what you do. Tell them what you did that was of value to an organization. So even if it's only 2 high-level things at every company that you work for, they can figure out, if you are a business analyst, you can Google that and get a job description. They can figure that out. But if you've done something major that helped your organization, especially if you helped your organization save money and make money, they're going to be interested in you. So even on your actual resume, you should have a section that says major accomplishments. And they should be things like what I just shared with you all. Okay? All right. So my last tip under networking is to be prepared and to practice. Practice networking with your friends. Practice your elevator speech with them. Just practice how, if you're in a certain environment, how you would act, what you would say, what comes natural, what doesn't. So I'll give you guys another example. You all know that I'm a certified diamondologist, right? I started selling diamonds in college, and I did it up until about 2012. So I have over 20 years of sales experience and selling high-ticketed items. So we did a lot of sales training. And one of the things that we would do was practice selling, especially high-ticketed items, and our closing techniques when we would close the sale. We practiced how to overcome objections so that you're not necessarily always thrown off and you're always on your feet and always have control of a conversation. But you know how to come back from an objection and then to come in and to be able to close the sale. And those are just techniques that I think everyone uses, especially if in your business, you're selling something all the time to someone, even if it's just you selling yourself. So practice, practice, practice again. I specifically teach people no pressure strategies that work so that when it comes time for you to actually ask for the sale, they're already sold and it's just a matter of, okay, so how much is it? And they're prepared to pay. So if any of you guys are interested, you can hire me for that as well. You can find me at www.thelifeovercoach.com. All right, and then my last tip under our SWAGless is save, 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 save. I'll say it again. Save, 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 save. If you have extra money in your business and you are in the green and you're doing well, put some money aside for a rainy day. Just like in our personal lives, something always comes up. Your business is no different. Something always happens. Something always comes up. There's always going to be an emergency. And it's better to have a pot of money that you've put away for those rainy days than to come up short and then you're looking for something or trying to find where you can get money from or trying to borrow money from friends, family. So save, 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 save. In December, I have a topic called Shift Happens. And we'll talk about in your business when things change, both for the good and for the bad, and how you guys can prepare for that shift. So that's all that I have today. I really thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully I gave you guys some value that you can use in your business. So I simply ask, I'll open it up to questions. And I can't see anything after where I said Whitney joined. Can someone type something in so I can see if I can see you guys' comments. I know it's a little lag, so I will give you all a second. I'm just going to type in here and see if my comment pops up. My comment didn't pop up either. Very interesting. So you guys may be typing away and I just can't see you. I tell you, technology, it's wonderful. But then it goes away. I can't see anything you guys are typing. Oh, wait, let's see. Jeff. Hey, Amy, how are you? Did you just join? Or have you been here for a minute? I see Frank joined. Okay, AJ, I see the hey folks comment. I can't see anything else. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to end the live now. I'm trying to type to see if I can get it to come up, but I can't. Oops. I don't want to delete your comment. Oh, oh, awesome, AJ. You put your eye confect there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live. Thank you guys again for joining me. You can still, on the playback, you can go in and you can type questions. And what I'll do is I'll keep an eye out. And if you guys have some questions, I'll answer the questions. If there's some things that you guys want me to talk about in future live topics, can you put those also in the comment section? And I'll grab those and then we will go from there. And I'll see you guys next Sunday at 7 for date night. All right, guys, have a wonderful week. Thank you.